Hi, Carl Cameron here with Knowing Through Growing. Today we're going to show you how to make homemade tortillas for bean burritos, breakfast burritos, or whatever you want to use them for. Not a very hard recipe. Basically, we've got some King Arthur all-purpose flour. As you can see, I use the non-GMO verified flour. Organic coconut oil. The mixture I'm using today, I have about 4 cups of the King flour, or the King Arthur flour in here. And I'm thinking about 2 tablespoons, heaping tablespoons of coconut oil should probably do it. You can get your mixer out at this point. I use my hands. I just mix it together with my fingers. I washed my hands before I started, I promise. Yeah, I started looking at the ingredients on the store-bought type of tortillas and found that they got all kinds of things in there that probably are not great for you. And when you find the so-called organic ones, they just don't taste too good. So I started making my own, and I found they taste so much better. And they're really not that hard to make. They cook easy. They freeze well in the freezer, so you can make a batch of them and put them in the freezer. I have them all the time in my freezer so that I can make a bean burrito or breakfast burrito or whatever. So as you mix this up, you start to see the texture of it. It's different. You can feel the oil through the, and the when you squeeze it, it holds together in a clump. And if it doesn't do that, then you probably didn't put in quite enough coconut oil, but this is doing that quite fine. Now comes the tricky part, putting the water in, making the dough balls without getting that stuff, sticky stuff all over your hands at the same time, which is pretty well impossible. So I got some water here. I'm just going to put a little bit right in the middle. And I always go with just a little bit of water. I don't know exactly how much you use. You just kind of have to put a little in and try it out until you get the right consistency of that you're looking for. Just kind of start slow and just work it in. Always make a little hole in the middle and pour a little water in. We're getting close to it right here. And the flour does get everywhere for me. Sometimes it's such a mess to clean up. It gets all over your fingers. It's always best to put a little bit of water in at a time and kind of come up to it. You don't want to get overboard with the water. It keeps things a lot less sticky, and eventually you'll get to the point where you can start making tortilla balls, which will be then flattened out by our man beater device. Well, that's the way I remember it as a kid anyway. The rolling pin. And these, I'm going to go with these are probably a lot healthier for you than the tortillas you're going to buy at the store. A lot cheaper. And yeah, it takes a little time, but I'm going to say the value of it is your health. And there's not much in this world that's more valuable than your health, in my opinion. Okay, so we're about at that point now. I'm going to set back down. I like to have a little flour on the side here. Lay them out. Depending on the size of tortilla you want, is the size of ball you'll make. That's a pretty good sized tortilla right there. And you just ball them up. I like to keep the flour around to assist keeping the sticky off your hands. Okay. Now, rumor has it that you're supposed to make these up like this and cover them and let them set for at least 15 minutes after you make these balls. Not sure why that is, but they do seem to roll out better when I do that than rolling them out right away. But for time purposes, I will go ahead and roll one of these out while we're setting here. So I'll move these aside and finish those up in a bit. I'll take my flour right here. Take this first one. First thing I do is patty it out. Flour on it so it doesn't stick to our rolling pin. And you just get kind of good at that after a while, at making it a circle. I've made them look like all kinds of weird shapes, but they look like amoebas sometimes. But that is a good tortilla. I throw that in a pan. When I'm done, they are delicious. That's all there is to making tortillas at home and eating healthy and living right. Okay. Thanks for coming and visiting us again, and like and subscribe below. Appreciate your time for stopping by to see us. Take care. Bye-bye.